going to go ahead and press record. And like I just said, I have a presentation. If at any time you guys have questions, please let me know, or you guys can always message me after. So let me pull this up for you. All right. Make this bigger. You guys can see that, right? Okay, thank you. All right, so this is one of my favorite topics to train on, the idea of what I started to call rising to emerald rather than rank advancing to emerald or hitting emerald. I started to call it rising to emerald because I feel like emerald is really this decision to say, okay, I'm gonna dig my teeth in, I'm gonna dig my heels into this business. And emerald is one of the first stepping stones to creating short-term and long-term success. And so this is a business building workshop, and emerald is one of your first goals as a coach. So we've talked about Success Club a lot in terms of being a new coach, and we've talked about becoming an emerald coach. And so today I want to talk more about what it means to be emerald, why it's so important, how to get there, what the earning potential is, as well as some examples of weekly earnings. Now, a lot of people join network marketing because they see the potential with the long-term opportunity in terms of income, in terms of weekly residual or passive income. And so if you haven't watched our new coach compensation training videos, Beachbody updated them in 2019. They're fabulous. Some of the things that I say today might not make sense. Don't go into a downward spiral and freak out and say, I don't know what I'm doing. It's just a really good note to make if something doesn't make sense, to ask more questions, to do a little bit more homework on it. But my goal is to keep this simple, but also I want to teach you guys this business. And network marketing has a lot behind the scenes that people don't realize, because it is a real business. It does have a real compensation plan, and the potential is honestly limitless. So I'm a huge believer in teaching this, because those who want to learn it will soak it up and eat it up like I did. If my coach didn't teach this to me, I wouldn't be where I am. There's a lot of people who can just join Beachbody and they don't have the mentorship and they don't have the leadership to teach them these things. And so I feel honored and excited to pass this down to you guys, because emerald, again, is the most important step in your business. So I don't think that a lot of people join Beachbody just for like the discount. If you're here on this call, Rising to Emerald, you're wanting to build your business. To be honest, I didn't have a presentation. I didn't have a team training or anything like that when I joined. My coach just said, hit Success Club and hit Emerald, and that's your first goal. And I said, okay, and I did it. I didn't even understand why it was important. So now I like to teach on that. So a little backstory. So I've been coaching for 7 years now. My anniversary is in June 30th every year. So it's 7+ years now, almost 7.5. And I really just want to paint the picture for you to remind you that I started with just me. I started with just me and no other coaches who wanted to coach. It took me almost 2 years to find serious business builders, but because I was so hell-bent on proving to people that, oh, there's people in the waiting room. Sorry, hold on. The whole waiting room thing is still new to me. Okay, there we go. I'm just gonna make sure everyone's muted. Hi, Cody. Sorry, I just muted you if you were talking.
You're good, sorry. I was trying to use my phone, but it like kicked me off or something. So.
No worries, no worries. Okay, so a lot of you know the girls in this picture here. There's Candace, Janelle, Britt, Haley, Megan, myself, Jessica, Jen, and Filma. And this is just a small glimpse of our leadership team. And when I started 7 years ago, I had the vision to find at least 5 other women who had unwavering dedication and commitment like I did to this opportunity. I loved the products. I love the company. I love the mission. I love the compensation plan. I'm obsessed. I love everything about it. But it's really hard to see into the future and cast that vision for thinking or even believing that other people will want to do this with you. And so I believe that your willingness and your belief to sink your teeth in, to go after Emerald and to hit Success Club really determines your long-term success with this business. Because I had to hit Emerald, I had to hit Success Club, and then guess what? All I had to do was teach these other women and you guys how to do that. And then all you do is repeat that cycle. So yes, I want you to go watch the compensation video, training videos, because I think they're amazing. They're in the Coach Online office in the training library, very easy to find. But I just want you to know that if everything overwhelms you about how am I going to recruit people and how do I teach them and how do I lead them and how do I rock this business or how do I get to $100 a week, the answer is hit Success Club and get to Emerald. And now I get to work with these amazing leaders. And the reason that they are where they are in their business is because they've hit Success Club and because they've hit Emerald and they've duplicated that. Okay? So I just like to share a little bit about that because I remember when I started and I was like, who's going to want to do this with me? Like, I feel so crazy and obsessed and, you know, why aren't other people matching my effort? And why aren't they as excited about this? Why doesn't everyone want to do this? And it was hard for me to grasp at first, but I stayed consistent and I just listened to my coach. Hit Success Club and hit Emerald. So let's dive in a little bit to, I mean, you guys know this if you're on our team. We're always proof that the products work, right? Be a product of the product. I find that the biggest miss for coaches who are not Emerald and that for the coaches that aren't hitting Success Club consistently or yet, it comes down to this. Really believing in what we have to offer, because if you are obsessed with Shakeology, you've lost 20 pounds, or you love Energize because it helps you crush your workout, or the 3-day refresh has helped you, you love our workouts, whatever it is, if you have that hell-bent belief in our products and our services and what we're all about, is I say services because I personally believe that our challenge group is like an added extra free service that they get. It's that experience. If you aren't getting amazing results, it's going to be really difficult for you to help other people. And my first 2 people that I signed up as coaches were my husband, because he was going to drink Shakeology too. And he doesn't necessarily do the workouts or anything like that, but he loves his Shakeology. And then I had a friend who had tried Shakeology years prior, and she fell in love with Shakeology. And so I signed her up for the discount. So it was my husband and a friend, and I was Emerald. It's not complicated as long as you keep your new coach goals very simple. Do your vital behaviors, which is a whole other training, but the first vital behavior is be proof that the products work. And so you're going to really start to see when you have your own experience, it's very easy for you to recommend these products to other people and to share and document your journey when you have your own story with it, right? This really removes the fear of selling. If you're afraid to sell to people, I want you to completely erase that sentence from your vocabulary, and you have to start to rewire your brain and realize that you're just sharing and recommending products that are working and helping you change your life in a big way. Personally, Energize right now is a staple in my life. For those that don't know, I suffered a concussion last year. A year later, I'm still dealing with it. Without the green tea Energize, or the energy from green tea and Energize, I would never be able to get my workout done. I would have like lack of focus. And so Energize for me right now is life-changing. Shakeology has always been amazing. And I mean, obviously we have so many other products, but the Beachbody Performance line and Shakeology tend to be our staples. So I want to ask you guys a rhetorical question, but do you, on a scale of 1 to 10, are you like an 8, a 9, or a 10 with your belief in our products and what Beachbody is about? Because all you're doing is recommending it to your friends, your social media, and people that you come across. Okay, so once you have that confidence in our world-class fitness and nutrition programs, it's much easier to think about signing someone up as a coach and giving them the discount because you believe that they're going to love it too. Okay? I know some people don't like the word, sorry, my nose is really itchy. Some people don't like the word influencer, but really the way that I see the word influence is it's all about leadership. Leadership is about transferring the belief that you have to someone else. So you're influencing the way that people make decisions in their life as a health and fitness coach. You're literally shaping people's mindset and their choices and their decisions about their lifestyle to live happier, healthier, and better. That's your job. So if I went to your social media right now, when I see that you're being proof the products work, and when I see that belief pouring through on your social media, because that is your storefront. So let's kind of chat a little bit about why we're here. I just had to say that part because until you have the belief, Emerald will never happen. Hitting the rank of Emerald is really, to me, opening the doors to your business. Until a coach is Emerald, I don't necessarily always take them as serious as they say, because a lot of people talk the talk. I want to go big with this. I have all these goals. I'm going to crush it. And then they're not showing up on social media, or they don't even know what Emerald is, which means they're not even showing up for the trainings, or they're not even willing to sign up a family member who is using their products just because their fear is talking them out of it. And so really, honestly, when I see a coach achieve Emerald and when I see a coach hitting Success Club, or at least on the Success Club board, I know and believe that they're taking this serious and they want to pay this forward, because it's not just about our journey, right? It's selfish if we keep it for ourselves. And so Emerald, my coach has always said and still says, Emerald is the start of your business. It's the gateway to long-term potential and success, and it unlocks many earning benefits. So when I started this business, I had a goal to earn $500 a week, and that would change my freaking life. And I knew that if I eventually wanted to work towards $500 a week, I had to what? Hit Success Club and be an Emerald coach to even start to work towards $500 a week. So yes, the compensation training videos will help you understand where this is going to take you. But if you get overwhelmed and you're freaking out and you're talking yourself out of this, just go back to the basics, Emerald and Success Club. So rising to Emerald is honestly making the decision to learn. If you haven't watched the compensation videos in the training library, without me telling you, why not, right? Making the decision to work towards Success Club. I don't chase my coaches. If they want this business and they're going to show up and they're going to sink their teeth in, they're going to do it without me. They don't need me to hit Success Club because we're doing these trainings, right? I'm showing up. I'm on the leaderboard with my coaches. I'm in the trenches with you. But why is it important to aim for the rank of Emerald right away? Because this is a quick and important first win. I know what it's like to be a new coach. And when I hit Success Club and Emerald as a new coach, I felt good. That was proof to myself that, oh, okay, I can do this. Since it was my first goal, it feels good to check that first goal off the list, right? Weekly, we do public recognition for Success Club as well as for Emerald. So every Thursday morning, when you log into your Coach Online office, you'll see your rank update if you're advancing to Emerald. If you're signing coaches up, same thing for Success Club. It updates almost daily for Success Club points, but you'll get public recognition from your coach. You get that sense of accomplishment right away, which I had such a long-term vision with this that Emerald was just like this quick little thing I wanted to check off the list and get it out of the way. And some people wait like a whole year to hit Emerald, which is fine, by the way, but I'm really just here not to make you feel bad. I'm here to help you understand that it's just a decision. And so hitting Emerald also gets you closer to Success Club. So if you sign 2 people up today with a challenge pack, you're at Success Club 4. The goal is 5 or 10. Each challenge pack is worth 2 points. So essentially, if you help 3 people every month, you're going to hit Success Club 6, 2, 4, 6. So Emerald is important. It's part of that. And so there's lots of people who think that this is just about selling. And so I have coaches that have worked with me, that are still with me, some have left, that just were selling and selling and selling and selling and not signing coaches up. Whether they were for the discount or they actually wanted to work the business, it doesn't matter. Signing up a coach is signing up a coach, period. And there's a lot of coaches that burn out because they're just selling things and they're like, well, this is just a lot of work to keep selling things. The way that my brain separates this business is there's commission, which is, yeah, as a new coach, you're going to sell things and you're going to earn money, just like every other job in the whole wide world, right? There's a lot of commission-based businesses out there. So there's selling things and making commission, but then there's this other end, which is the team volume side. And so you can stay on the left side, or I'm making up, there's no sides, but just for illustrative purposes, you can stay on this side over here and you can just keep selling things and earning commission, but it's exhausting and you'll burn out. Oh, there's someone in the waiting room. Sorry, Melissa. It needs to like blink at me or something. I want to make sure she gets in. Sorry, Melissa. It took me a second to see that you were in the waiting room there. Okay, just gonna make sure everyone's muted. So hitting the rank of Emerald is really what unlocks this potential of your team cycle bonuses. And if you didn't know this, now you know. Oh, more people in the waiting room. If you hit the rank of Emerald and you also hit Success Club, Beachbody actually gives you free customers. I can't even tell you guys how many free customers, literally thousands over 7 years, from being an Emerald and from hitting Success Club every month. I've gotten thousands of free customers. And so there's a lot of network marketing companies out there that actually don't have a customer lead program, but because Beachbody is so popular and the brand is so big, there's a lot of people who go to beachbody.com and they don't have a coach. Mind blowing, right? Thousands of people don't have a coach, which is probably hard for you to believe, but they are out there, and it is so important. I've got some of my best coaches from the lead program. And so the last massive, this is actually probably like one of the biggest benefits of hitting the rank of Emerald, is you open up the potential to actually have what we call carryover volume. And so I don't want to go into too much of like the compensation plan and things like that, but every single week, if you're earning team volume from your team, I'll show you a little illustrative image towards the end. If you're not cashing out on your team volume every week, Beachbody actually hangs onto it in a piggy bank for you until you start to grow your volume a little bit more and cash out, and you can cash out on it. And so it's a little piggy bank that like where your business is being grown because of your team volume. And that to me is one of the most motivating things to keep rank advancing and to go from Emerald to Ruby to Diamond to Star Diamond because of this carryover volume piggy bank. Piggy bank is not like something you're going to find in the Coach Online office, but that is just what I call it. So here's how Emerald is done. This is how you achieve Emerald. You sponsor 2 coaches, one on your right leg and one on your left leg. You can sign up your spouse, your partner, sibling, parent. I personally, like I told you at the beginning, I did sign up my husband because that's what we call a controlled account. I also have helped my husband build his Beachbody business. So I'm earning actually 3 Beachbody incomes, but for this conversation, earning 2 incomes. I'm helping my husband build his account and I'm building my account. And so a controlled account is like a real estate investment. You're buying the land within your organization. If you guys haven't spent some time in your Coach Online office, your mind will probably be blown. If you go to Monitor My Business and go to Sponsorship Drill Down, Graphical Genealogy, you're gonna see all these random coaches and names. You're like, who are these people? This is why network marketing is so amazing. Half of your team is being built for you. If as your coach is signing up people, as I'm signing up people, we are all connected on, let's say you're on your coach's left leg. As they sign up people, literally, when we get off this call, go into your graphical genealogy and look at all the random people that you see there that you didn't sign up. It's so special that you get to open up the opportunity to earn based on team volume. And so having a controlled account is like that real estate investment. So when I signed up my husband, I knew that I was also building a team under him. So sign up 2 people with a challenge pack and you get commission and Success Club. So not only are you hitting Success Club for recognition and building your business and helping people, you're also earning commission as you're signing people up, right? And so I also just want to add in there, keep in mind there's a 2+U policy or a U+2. That's typed wrong. Let me fix that. That'll drive me crazy. It's called the U+2 policy. So you can't pay for like your best friend Shakeology on your credit card. U+2 policy. It's immediate family in the same home. So your spouse, your partner, your fiance or whatever, you can sign them up and have them on the same credit card, but you can't go signing up like your best friend or your neighbor on your credit card. Beachbody will contact you and it's a big no-no. Obviously, it's called bonus buying. It's like paying your way to get to Emerald. We don't want to do that. With family though, it's fine as long as they're in the same household as you. So enrolling family is an opportunity to get a head start on Diamond and really unlock that potential. So this is what Emerald looks like. You have signed up, and in your business, if you didn't know, you have two legs. You have a left leg and you have a right leg. And your goal is to build both sides of your team. But like I was saying, more people in the waiting room. I'm really excited to see when you guys get off this call for you to go check out your graphical genealogy in your Coach Online office. And you're going to see one side is being built for you by your team. So it's up to you to build the other side. But until you get to Diamond, I recommend placing coaches on the left and on the right. And then you just keep switching your placement. If you don't know how to change placement, so let's say you sign up your husband today, and then tomorrow you're going to go sign up your best friend. You want to make sure that you change your placement so that the online office knows that you want this coach on the left and this coach on the right. I personally signed up my husband on my weak side. And so your weak side is opposite of where the team is being built. So for me, I think I was on my coach's left side. So as she was signing up people on the left side, every time she signed up a coach, that coach would show up under me too. And so on and so forth, and it would go down. So I wanted to build the other side where my husband was because I could control that account. I could also sign people up in his account and help him grow his business. So that way you're balancing it out. So all you really need is sign up two people. Literally, guys, you could like get off this call, make the decision to do this in 24 hours. It happens all the time. People are like, oh my God, I was overcomplicating it. And so the coaches that you sign up just need to be active with 50 volume points. 9 times out of 10, you're signing them up with a challenge pack, which is like 130 volume points, but sometimes, no, that's okay though. So there's a lot of earning potential with becoming an Emerald coach now and in the future. So short term, the earning potential, like I was saying, a lot of new coaches, you're earning retail commission. You're earning subscription commission, which is when somebody renews their Beachbody on demand, you're earning an income on that as well. And we also have something called Fast Start Plus bonuses. So if you sign up 5 coaches in 5 weeks, Beachbody gives you a $100 bonus. Pretty sweet, right? But that doesn't really necessarily give you the freedom that a lot of us are looking for that residual income, because you have to do all the signing up and you have to sell that and be consistent with it. Otherwise, you're going to have no money coming in, right? And that's exhausting. I'm not here 7 years down the line to earn a 6-figure income by just selling a bajillion things. So I'm here for the long term. This is where the team cycle bonuses come in. 90% of my paycheck now is because I'm earning team cycle bonuses. So as I'm growing the team and helping you guys crush your business, Beachbody is rewarding me for that. They're saying, thank you for helping spread the word and grow the team and helping them see success. Here's a matching bonus. So team cycle bonuses, matching bonus. So if one of my coaches makes $2,000 this week in team cycle bonuses, I earn 10% of that. That's a $200 matching bonus. It's pretty amazing. And then long term, you also get leadership quarterly bonus. So this Friday, we're getting paid out our quarterly bonuses, and they range anywhere from $700 up to $75,000. Beachbody sets aside 2% of their business, and they split it up into 2-star diamond, 5-star diamond, 10-star diamond, and 15-star diamond coaches, and they give them those bonuses. So this Friday, I'll be getting one of those bonuses. So if you guys haven't spent any time learning the compensation plan, I really want to push you guys outside your comfort zone and again, ask why. Why not? Why aren't you learning this business? Because if you just show up every day and say, I don't know what to do, I don't understand it, it's not going to help anyone, right? And so as soon as you start to see this and get it and understand it, you're going to be like, oh my God, why wasn't I learning this sooner? And if you're brand new, perfect time for you to learn. And so let's say your goal is $50 a week. Now, again, this is not from commission. This is not from what you're selling. This is from your team volume. This is from your coaches and what they're selling in your downline. You are paid on the volume, the sales, the productivity that is being brought to your team. So if you have no idea what these legs look like, I want you guys to write this down and go look at it in your Coach Online office after. If you go to Monitor My Business, compensation, and then team volume, you're going to see you have LV and right V. It's left volume and right volume. So if you want to earn $50 a week, let me get my little shiny spotlight. If you want to earn $50 a week, on your weak side, because you're going to notice one side has probably not a lot of volume, and the other side has more volume because you're sharing that side with your coach and their team is selling things this week and helping people sign up. Your weak side, you need 400 volume points, and on your strong side, you need 800 volume points, and you will earn $50 a week. Guys, that is not difficult to do. Shakeology is worth 90 volume points. 90 volume points. So if you have a couple coaches on your weak side that are selling or purchasing Shakeology, it's very easy to get to 400. And then the same on the other side, 800. So for every, I didn't want to dive too much into the compensation plan with you guys, but I think it's important for you to know that this is only possible when you're an Emerald coach. We earn $14 for every cycle. And I know that's doesn't sound like anything crazy, but it adds up. That's why we had you guys read the compound effect, because it totally adds up. And so every single time that your weak side has 100 volume points, and every single time your strong leg volume has 200 volume points, that equals $14. So since you have 400 here, I always just do the math for my weak side. So 100 times 4 is 400. And since it's $14 each cycle, that's how you earn $50 a week. And then you just do the math and you start working your way up. Today, you might not even have one single coach on your team. That's okay. You know how to start, you know how to sink your teeth in, and it is very easy to sign up a coach. We just launched a brand new coach training called the New Coach Hustle. It's in Dreamcorp. If you haven't done those videos, I suggest starting there. But I think it's important for you guys to know what's possible for Residual Income Weekly. So really all Emerald is making that decision to succeed and to execute on your Emerald plan. And you can be recognized on Thursday and repeat. So do you guys have I'm going to stop sharing, any questions about Emerald? I love questions. Usually when I do presentations, I have a rule that someone has to ask a question. I have lots of stuff I can share if you guys need.
So I have a question. I recently hit Emerald, and I guess something that I kind of like have worried about is like, kind of trying to like manage people I've signed up and make sure like checking in with them, make sure they're using the products and stuff. And I guess I've kind of been more occupied with that instead of inviting. Do you have any advice for that?
Yeah, so it's really common. I think that as you continue to grow your business and you're expanding and learning every day, right? It's a forever learning process. You'll find that until you become a star diamond coach, 80% of your time should be spent bringing on new people. And then 20% of your time should be spent managing the people that you have. So let's say you have 4 people signed up. The amount of time and effort to help 4 people, 20% of your time is more than enough. And that's why, are you in the Virtual Health Club?
The Virtual Wellness Studio?
Sorry, I was just looking at Candace's. Yes, my Virtual Wellness Studio.
Yeah.
And so really I don't know if you have a message pod or if you have like a text thread with your smaller group, maybe find out what they want as far as support. I know that it's hard to get people to show up in a challenge group. That sounded weird. Some people just aren't into like the social media aspect, and so that's why I always try to do my best and show up in there myself, which I know you do. And so maybe like tagging your people in the group. I really feel like micromanaging people it's tiring for you and sometimes too much for them. So the first thing I'll say is finding your flow of building the relationship is probably one of the most difficult things to get down, so you're not alone. But definitely focus 80% of your time with bringing new people on, and I think that's why the Virtual Wellness Studio is great, because it's kind of helping to take care of your people, but you can always have like a little private space for them if needed as well.
Okay, thanks.
So you're welcome. And then I think it's a really good indicator too, to make sure that we're doing the business activity tracker, because every day that invite is on there, and we kind of, if we ignore it, we're just ignoring it. But if it's in front of us every day with the daily business activity tracker, it's just easier to remember. And also the recognition portion, and then the get people results portion of the business activity tracker, everything is on there for every day. So that way you're not focusing only on, just those people. It reminds you to go do the other things too. So I hope that helps. I think someone else had a question too. She might have had to go though, because she's at work. Yeah, she had to go. Great question. Well, since you guys have like your own private little workshop, do you guys have any other questions? I love questions, so. No?
I'll ask you another question.
Sure.
So I guess here recently I've just kind of found it kind of hard to like manage my time with grad school and everything I have going on. So I know you always say set business hours.
Yes.
So for someone who is not like, just like all in, it's not like I'm not trying to make it like a full-time job. It's more of like, I like working out. And of course I like helping people.
Right.
Like, do you have any advice for setting business hours? Like how many hours a week or like anything like that?
So I guess you have to get really crystal clear on what your goal is. I'm very much like a reverse engineer kind of person. So if I was to ask you, what do you have a monthly goal income wise? Do you have a monthly goal of how many people you want to help? And then based on what you would tell me, because you have to be clear on where you want to go. It's very easy. And I don't say hobby coach to be disrespectful, but when someone says like, I'm not in this to be full time, I'm like, you love doing it. We love having you. We want to help you rock it and change lives and, give you some type of benefit as well, which by the way, Success Club and Emerald is such a great place to be for someone who's kind of in between like the all in or the hobby coach. I think it's super easy to be like, oh, well, like I don't have to do this. It's kind of fun to me. And so it's much easier to not set a concrete goal because there isn't that level of necessity to do it. Of course, your other priorities come first, which is great and awesome that you're clear on those. But I always say, even if you're a part-time coach or a hobby coach, you still have to give 100% to part-time. And so I think identifying exactly what you want out of this, even if you said, if I help 3 people a month and cover the cost of my products, I'm stoked. Or I'd love to make an extra $200 a month, whatever that is, then I would be able to kind of break it down. But as you kind of get clear on that journey and what your goals are, I think the business activity tracker is broken down into about 2 hours. And some people can get it done in much faster. Some people it takes longer. So I feel like for me, I do bulk invites. So this week I have a massive work week. So I'm going to be doing lots of follow-ups, lots of talking about all the things. Like it's going to be a heavy hit this week on inviting. And then next week I might lay off it a little bit because I did so much this week. So you can either decide, okay, every day I'll spend an hour on my business specifically trying to grow it. So it's very easy to get wrapped up in, oh, I did my workout, drank my shake, and like did the coach things today, but did you do something to help someone or to find a new person or to make a new contact? And so I think if you look at your goals and then how much time do you think you have, like based on grad school and everything that you have going on, I usually think that looking at like 5 to 10 hours a week, if that feels comfortable to you, then you block schedule that in to where you have a little bit of flexibility.
Okay.
So it's kind of hard to make a recommendation for like how many hours, because you could spend 30 minutes writing a social media post, or you could spend 30 minutes inviting, and those two things look very different. So that's why the business activity tracker is nice, because it really breaks it down for you time-wise, where to spend your time. And once you master that part of it in the basics, I feel like you'll be able to be a little bit more flexible with, oh, I'm really good in this section, so I'm going to spend a little bit more time here. But you have to know when you're going to do your business every day, especially if it's a second or third priority, because life is so busy that the day will run you, as we all know. And so if you're like, all right, Tuesday, Wednesday, I have more window of time, maybe I'll put in 4 hours on those days. And then maybe Thursday, you get 30 minutes to do your workout or something, you know? That was like my 10-minute answer for you. But yeah, I think identifying your goal first and claiming really what you want out of it will really help you break it down. And that's something I can always help you with too.
Okay.
All right. Well, I hope this was helpful. If anything was overwhelming or too much, or again, just go back to the idea of helping 3 people each month and then hitting the rank of emeralds. And becoming an emerald coach, I think, is exciting because number one, I love discounts and I love helping people save money, especially for all my lifers. And so anyone that loves these products, I convert to coach. Anyone at all. I don't even like, I just lead with that passion and excitement to give them the discount, because if they're getting it every month, that's one of the easiest ways to build your business to emerald. So, you know, if you have a list of your challengers who love it, it's a really easy process to convert them to coach, which I also have in the unit section of our team page. So, all right. Well, thank you for coming. Thank you for your questions, Cody.
Yeah, thank you.
I'll talk to you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.